In the heart of East Africa, where the vibrant culture of Kenya and Uganda intersect, lies Malaba town, a bustling border town where the promise of the opportunity and the harsh reality of life meet face to face. Here, amidst the chaos of trade and travel, a hidden world thrives, a world where the hope and dream of many are entangled in the shadows of the night. Join us as we dive into the lives of this individual, exploring their struggle, their resilience, and their unwavering spirit. Welcome to the journey of empathy and understanding. Welcome to Malaba. I am Ikuo Wanganga, and this is Mash Media Kenya. Today we are heading to Malaba. Malaba is located in Busia County, the border between Kenya and Uganda. And basically what we are going to show you today, we are going to show you the life of sex commercial workers. Of course, we expect some men, we expect ladies. Most of the time people talk about women being in this business, but of course there is no seller without the buyer. And because we are heading to Malaba, you must pass along Malaba Eldoret Highway. That's Road 104, and we expect to have a lot of talk when we are heading to that place. It is around 10:19. That's when we started, but now it's around 10:44 at night. So it's a bit dark, but of course this business happens at night, so don't expect a lot of night. That is Bungoma County. Now we are telling Bungoma bye-bye, because now we are heading to Malaba. Of course, the routes that we will head to after Kandui, we have Bungoma. That is also a small town or a small business center. We have Mayanja. I'm just mentioning the routes that maybe by luck we will meet these sex commercial workers, because they are located in centers, because you understand this business. Of course, along Kandui Malaba Highway, this business, these are along Bungoma Uganda Highway, those that are passed along this route. But these are the centers that you will not miss these sex commercial workers. We have been told that they are located along the way, because of course the truck drivers are many claim that they are main buyers. Of course, I have to put the disclaimer that not everybody who will appear in this video is a sex commercial worker, but of course during the night there are many businesses that happens. But today we will just talk about sex commercial workers. We see how they do their business. Why are they in this business? So along Kimwanga is also a center that you won't miss. We have been told that we will not miss, and that's why we are hurrying, we are speeding, so that we make sure that these girls that are in this business, of course, we also expect some girls from Uganda, because remember Malaba is located along between is a connection or a joint between Kenya and Uganda. So we expect to have these queens. And something happy about Uganda queens, unlike our girls in Kenya, is that these girls, we are told they are very romantic. So of course we expect to have one or two girls that are very romantic. We see how are they going to sell to us. Are they going to approach us, or we will be forced to approach them like our girls do? Because in Kenya, something different with our girls. Those allegations, they are not factual, that our girls are not that much romantic. I don't know why, but in Uganda we have been told, and that's why we are rushing, that these girls are very romantic. So we expect these girls to have a good look. Of course, we will see the between our girls and girls from Uganda. Of course, men normally comes here to buy. We have not yet met men that are here for business. They come and buy, but the sellers, mostly they are girls. The way they dress, expect to see how these girls dress. And we also we will show you the difference between the sex commercial workers in Kandui. We had done that video. Maybe if you've not watched that video, you can find it in our playlist. You will find that video. But today, this is we are already heading to Malaba. And I want to show you along this track, the way these trucks have been packed now. These are, I believe this is Malaba now, because when you see these people, the trucks have been put aside so that you understand when you are crossing from Kenya to Uganda, you have to be cleared. So it is a night, you might not be able to see clearly, but of course you can spot some girls that are hiding beside the behind the trucks. And I'm telling you this because in Kandui, because that's the video we had done, it is opposite to this, because these girls are hiding themselves, of course, because of the stigma that is associated with the business of sex commercial workers. Because you will not spot them openly, because these girls are hiding, because there is a lot of stigma. And remember, when you are stigmatized, of course, you will not like it. So many are hiding. So I don't know if our cameras will be able to spot some few beautiful queens. Of course, these girls are beautiful. It is only because they have chosen to do this business. And so you will tell us what is the difference between the business of sex commercial workers in Malaba, and Malaba is located between Kenya and Uganda. So we are trying to, our cameras are trying to spot, at least if we will spot one of the ladies or men that are, of course, they are buying and selling. It's around 11 here, and we are trying to spot, even if it 11, 12. Remember, it is at night. Of course, this business, there are those who are telling us if we can try to make a video from any city in Kenya that sex commercial work is being done at daytime. We will do that, but today we are in Malaba town, in Busia County, and we are trying to, our cameras are, we are zooming to ensure that we at least show you the business, how this business is done. So you can, when you look keenly, you will see some girls, but I've told you that in Malaba, our girls are hiding. I don't know why, but in Kandui, if you've not watched that video, they are doing it openly. But in Malaba, and of course, there is a lot of dark a lot of darkness in Malaba. So it is the way Malaba is located. There are many buildings, unlike in Kandui, where there is few buildings. So they are able to hide. So we are trying, at least you will see them how they do their business here. The shops are closed. In other city, you will see businesses normally are done even at night, but here we are trying to show you the business, the sex commercial working business, how it is done. Of course, you will see the border, and these borders are very useful. When you come here and you don't want to be exposed, just contact one of the border. They will show you where these girls are. Look at those girls. These are I believe they are sex commercial workers, but of course they are hiding because of this less light, and this darkness, or this dark ensure that they create a look at this. These are sex commercial workers in Malaba. I don't know if we will be able to cross to Uganda. Of course, I don't know if we will make it, but at least we want to show you the difference between the sex business in Malaba, on Kenyan side, and sex commercial working business in Uganda. And so, because many are telling us, even Uganda, they are willing to give you for free and you come and pay later. So that's something we want to witness if it is possible, because some of us don't have that a lot of money. So we are willing to try this, but of course we are creating video for the purpose of it is an educational video to ensure. Look at this, they are negotiating. That is a sex commercial worker. She's negotiating with some clients here. And let me tell you, when we were doing this documentary, we were able to find. Look at that. She's a lady. Of course, she's the truck driver has stopped. I think she will be carried. Of course, she will be carried, and some are willing to enjoy and eat this forbidden fruit inside this truck. Look at these girls. Very beautiful, but of course you have to negotiate. These are business. Remember, some of them were telling us it is a business, and if you want to touch her, that's it. You will still add money. You have to add money, because look at the way they are dressed. Of course, he has to be seduced, so that just watch keenly how. Look at that girl. Of course, men, when you come here, just be prepared. Of course, you have to negotiate. Then inside here, we have some rooms. This is where you go and enjoy. Of course, it is a business, but you have to. When you agree, you are taken to some rooms beside this or behind these trucks. But the darkness in Malaba, I don't know what the government is doing about this, but this is a conducive environment for this business of sex commercial workers. Of course, we have put the disclaimer that not everybody who will appear in this video is a sex commercial worker. But of course, what are you doing at night? Of course, and the way you are dressed, this is a very suggestive way that somebody may conclude you are a sex commercial worker. Of course, many are getting here because of the situation, the economy, they don't have money. We are trying to zoom we are now trying to zoom. At least we see if we will not be able to see we will be able to see one of the sex commercial workers and how they dress. Look at that spot. You will be able to note that there is a sex commercial workers. I believe now we are going back. We are taking a U-turn so that if we've not seen one of the sex commercial workers, I understand you have seen how this business happened. Look at that lady. Of course, now we are going back to Bungoma, and of course we are making sure that even if we go to Kandui, because Kandui there are a lot of these sex commercial workers that are there, and so we are now going back, at least if we will be able to manage or see or find some of the sex commercial workers there, because this is the right time. Now we are heading back to Bungoma. Of course, now when we are coming from Malaba heading to Bungoma, if you will cross up to Eldoret, that video we will one day create for you. But today we are showing you about this business in Malaba. Now we are heading back to Bungoma, because you have already seen how business of sex commercial working business is done in Malaba. Now we are heading to Bungoma, of course Kandui, and we will be able to show you some of sex commercial working business, because the centers that I mentioned, like Mayanja, we have Kimwanga, Kocholia, Buema, and Kandui especially. These are the centers you will not miss one or two sex commercial workers. When we get to Kandui, I will still show you, because the normal business normally take place along this Kenya-Uganda highway, and of course truck drivers normally travel a lot of or a very longer distance, and so these are the main targets of the sex commercial workers, because of course you can imagine you are a man and you have not eaten this forbidden. Look at that. She's I believe she's one of them. And in Kandui, of course, what makes this business happen is that this trucks driver in Kandui, in Malaba, you have seen they have positioned themselves well. This is Kandui. I believe this now we are now back, and these truck drivers. And I told you, if you've not watched our full video about sex commercial workers in Kandui, just watch that video, because it is there. Today we are trying just to show you about the business of sex commercial workers. This journey through Malaba is a reminder of our shared humanity and the importance of empathy. As we leave this border, let's carry this story with us, not just as a distant tales, but as a call to action and compassion. Thank you for joining us on this poignant journey. Together we can make a difference, one story at a time. I am Ikwa Wangang, and this is Mash Media. Continue subscribing, share, comment for more documentary.